Yo,
I'm here, brother.
I'm back.
Love is blind, we approach this thing eyes wide shut, unknowing at every turn of where we might wind up. Prayed for you before I knew you, let the shot run up. To see the light on days darkest what's beside these cups. Revenge of the dreamer, tiptoeing through my mind in Louboutins ballerina. If love is sweet, you would need her. For real, I had to meet you. Every king need a queen, but every queen need a leader. Besides, you the only dime I done ever came across that a nigga won't give to the leader. I can be running out of time, still you can get every bit of mine. And if I'm late,
Shit picking every last sound up.
thank God for this light of mine.
I figure out what's going on with this mic. I wonder if it's this. Hold on.
You got me caught up like a clothesline. Plus you grind and got your own mind. We come together like Voltron. You front line when it's go time. And I'm thankful for that. And knowing I could never pay you for that. Hey, let me add to whatever you lack. Look, the plan is
that better?
Off your back. You see,
I can hear you.
The best, and for that I can never regress or watch you settle for less.
I think that's better.
I
so
for you, I go and put the S on my chest.
What's going on with y'all? We're gonna vibe for a little second. We got DJ Bugsy here while I roll one up. This the Shady Show, episode 2, season 2. Y'all already know what's going on, man. I got my guy DJ Bugsy, South Philly zone. We here vibing, and we listening to Mars Parker. Philadelphia zone. Mars Parker, the Neo Wolf. He's a neo soul artist, R&B artist. Used to do hip hop, and then he made that transition to do R&B neo soul, and he real good at it, man. I've been hip to him since he had a song talking about don't throw stones at a glass house, and the way he put the song, it always, that song always resonated with me. So I always followed him as an artist myself. He just dope. I want the people to check him out. Mars Parker, Artist of the Day. Y'all make sure y'all do that.
I like him.
Man. So I don't know what's going on with the notification bell. If I would have went 15 minutes later, then more than likely, because that's what I usually do. So since I've been on time now, it's not sending it out, the notification out. Because I ain't getting one on none of my phones. So we're going to deal with that. But on another note, how was your day, brother?
My day was cool, man. I can't complain. My day was cool, man. Yeah.
I appreciate you coming to the show, stopping by when you got your own show, man. I do it for hip hop. One of my motivations, one of my inspirations when I'm out here stepping, doing what I need to do as a journalist, podcaster, webcaster, somebody that's on this platform doing what I need to do. I'm definitely taking notes from what you got going on. Where do you take your notes from?
That's a good question. So, a lot of my notes and a lot of things that I've been jotting down since I started podcasting originally came from Text Tone and Compact Jack. But we all know that Compact Jack transitioned into the hereafter. So I just kind of like look at the stuff he did while he was here, his footprints on the game, and study how he did things. Text Tone unfortunately got locked up on some weird crazy shit. Free to God Text Tone. But currently I'm taking a lot of notes from Joe Buttons. I think that Joe Buttons is an innovator in his own right as a podcaster because of the fact that has a business mind like no other. And I feel like even though Text Tone and Compact Jack laid down the footprints and did a lot of things, I just think that Joe Buttons is taken to the next level of being able to have ownership of your intellectual property. People got to realize that podcasting and those audio and your voices being on audio is intellectual property. So if you have an LLC or if you have something that can be under those things, try to make sure that you don't have no music that can be later, you could be sued in court for copyright infringement, not unless you have the rights to do that music.
Mm-hmm.
So me personally, I try to avoid that. Only time I usually use music is when I got an artist freestyling. Outside of that, I never play music because I just don't want nobody coming later if my show happens to take off and they can get some of my intellectual property.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, man, a lot of Joe Buttons, man. I really study this dude. I watch his podcast. I see how he articulate himself on camera. And the fact that they have such a history over 400 some episodes. I mean, that's anything, basketball, sports, anything you do a lot, eventually you're going to just be great at. And like I said, he's in his 400 episodes, so I'm on my 91, so I got a long way to go as far as that part is concerned. But a
Mm-hmm.
thing with me is different than a lot of people is I come from a media background, so I
Right.
didn't just start with episode one. I started even before that. So but at the same time, podcasting is the cousin of radio. So a
Right.
lot of people don't realize radio is the extension of podcasting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's pretty much it. The difference is, man, it's just that radio is really live and
Mm-hmm.
podcasting is something that's pre-recorded and then distributed to the platforms. That's the only difference. Not unless you do a live taping, like you might have a live show where somebody come to the TLA and
Mm-hmm.
you do a podcast or come to the tower, like when Joe Budden's go on tour. That's a live taping and you can't mess up. You just gotta go for what you know, as opposed to something that can be edited and then put out. So yeah,
Right.
that's where I get a lot of my notes from, man. Joe Buttons.
Okay. So Joe Button didn't always exist. Matter of fact, you and Joe Button probably got the same amount of time on the
Hmm.
in the media sector
Yeah,
together, and
right.
you probably got more time into him actually. So let
Yeah.
me ask you this: who did you take from before you took from Joe Button?
It definitely would have to be Golden Boy and Kobe Cole from Power
Oh yeah,
99
shout out to that.
because I met him when Radioactive still was popping, and I
Right.
remember when I first met him, I just was my eyes lit up like a kid in a candy store,
Right.
and just hearing all the artists booming through those speakers inside the studio and just watching him in action and just watching how his voice got and how he got excited to talk about Jay-Z or to talk about Beanie Siegel or to talk about whoever was hot during that time. I
Mm-hmm.
just was like, dang, man, I want to do it just like that. And then before that, I was so infatuated with Sean Puffy Combs because
Right.
we had such a parallel life. Like me going to an HBCU, him going to an HBCU, me
Mm-hmm.
trying to promote parties. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of things, and then I danced before too. So
Right.
me and Diddy had a lot of
DJ
similarities, and
Bugsy, the
so
dancer.
yeah, this was way, man. I used to be in the parties dancing. Everybody from Lincoln to tell you, I was
Yo,
never
I
on
can
the wall like
imagine.
the
I
rest
can
of the
see
niggas.
it.
Yeah,
I can
yeah,
see it. Yo,
yeah,
Bugsy. Hold up, Bugsy. You let me see it. Let me see it. Hold on, Bugsy. Let
yeah.
me see
Like
it.
all that,
Hold on,
all that
let me
popping,
see
like back in the
let
day,
me
and
see something. All right, yeah, right. Let me see something.
so
All right,
back in the day, man,
yeah.
popping and breaking was a
All
thing.
that
Beat
shit.
Street is one of my favorite movies of all time. Shout out to
Yeah, shout out
Harry,
to the
the great
legends.
Harry Belafonte who made that joint.
Mhm.
But it was just always, I was always thrilled by Lil Lee. Like Lil Lee was
That's
to
a
me,
Jew that's dropped. Harry Belafonte. I never knew. Say that
yeah.
again.
Harry Belafonte made Beat Street, man. Yeah, he made that movie. Absolutely.
Never knew, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's a Jew that's dropped. Ding, 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 ding,
Ding
ding.
ding
Shout
ding.
out
Yeah, so
to
he made that and I was so excited and just seeing the DJing of it, just seeing the art of it, just seeing just how they used to go up against each other and break in and go to the Roxy, and this when they were showing African Bombada and all the
Mhm.
forefathers of hip hop. I was infatuated with that, man. And Lil Lee was getting all the girls. He was a fly little nigga. I was a fly little nigga from South Philly. I used to get all the girls. I remember back in grade school, I had 5 girls in the same school, and I walked them home, all 5 of the girls, and kissed all 5 of the girls right in front of them. So when I got to the last chick, I got extra
Yo,
time because all the
bro,
other 4 chicks.
Bugsy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you
Listen, this real.
scandalous.
Listen, this. I'm giving you some real exclusive. I
I'm
never said this
listening.
in the interview. So when I got to the final girl, I got some extra time in because all the other 4 girls they was already home. But I say Lisa for last because I was like Lisa out of all of them. Tamika was cool, Kia was cool, but Lisa was the one. So we spent
Right.
some extra time. Yeah, yeah, man.
Is Lisa still around to this day?
Man, listen, I don't know where she at, but the last time I seen her, and this was I went to McDaniel on 22nd and Moore, right around the corner from Siegel Street, where Beans,
Right.
well, because I grew up where Beanie Siegel grew up, basically.
We gonna get to that. You
And
already know.
yeah, and the thing was, the girl Lisa was like, "I'm moving to Arkansas," and that was the last time I seen her.
Dang, Lisa
Yeah,
went to Arkansas on some shit.
yeah,
The
she
fuck
was
was
bad.
in Arkansas?
She was bad though, man.
What the
She was
hell was in Arkansas?
I don't know. Her family, man. Her family wanted to move out of Philly. I don't.
You gotta let Lisa go too. Go out to Arkansas, Lisa. This ain't no movie. I ain't tripping. Hey yo, make sure y'all follow my guest. Please make sure y'all follow him on Instagram at DJ Bugsy215
Nah,
and on YouTube at
YouTube, DJ
DJ
Bugsy.
Bugsy.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all do that. Make sure y'all do that. Make sure y'all do that. Listen, check this out, Bugsy.
Mhm.
For those that don't know you, you
Mhm.
know, uh, let me get a brief background check on you, right? Run the
Okay.
fact that man, who is DJ Bugsy? Where you from? How you get into this industry?
Mhm.
And what do you stand for? What you got going on? Talk to me,
All
boy.
right. So yeah, let me just tell y'all. So I'm born and raised in South Philly. I'm from where they used back in the day when I was coming up. They called it the Old Zone. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
20th Street. I'm from 20th Street, right across the street from from the track. So we used.
That's
So
what Denzel Mack from.
South Philly is broken up. You on this side, but then when you get to Carpenter, you going across the track. So my grandmom and my mom and them, they was from 22nd and Lee, right near Carpenter. But when they moved across the tracks, then that's when I was born. And I was born with my mom and my dad. My dad is from Fifth Street. He from Fifth Street Projects. You know what I'm saying? And my
Okay.
mom was from 20th Street. She was from Uptown. That's what they called that part of South Philly, Uptown, because you going
Okay.
uptown. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And as I grew up, like any typical Philly cat, you know what I mean, I seen some things that wasn't kosher deal, but I got through it nonetheless. But as a kid, hip hop was always my thing. I was Radio Raheem before Radio Raheem, so I used to get my box and I used to walk around, up and down the blocks playing my music. I was a music geek, man. My first tape that I ever got was LL Cool J, Bigger and Deffer, and that's why LL was always going to be in my top five because basically that's what made me fall in love with hip hop. My aunt Jackie introduced me to hip hop.
Shout out to
That's my favorite aunt in the whole wide world. The first record she ever played for me was Dougie Fresh and the Get Fresh Crew, All the Way to Heaven. So from that moment, yeah, bro, from
I gotta
that
ask you
moment,
one question.
what's
So
up?
do you do it for hip hop or do you do it for Jackie?
I do it for both, man.
All
My aunt, I
right.
can't, yeah, man, I can't leave my aunt Jackie out, man. I love her dearly,
Yo, shout
bro.
out to Aunt Jackie, man. Thanks for introducing this dope individual to this gang.
Yeah, so and that was during the time where you had Armand Records, and all the DJs would go down like Lanford Market, get their records and all that, and I was infatuated, man. And I used to always record the late night shows with Kobe Cole on my tape. You know what I'm saying? I used to record them and then I play them back, and then Yo MTV Raps kicked off, and I was infatuated with that. And in school wasn't really my thing. I mean, I went to school because I was supposed to, but I was like, well, damn, like all these rappers and all these niggas seem like they drop out of school. So, you don't really need school to be in the industry. So my mom was like, no, fuck that. You ain't gonna be a dropout. My mom, she instilled education in me from the rip. So I went to the United Negro College Fund tour in 10th grade. I was the only 10th grader. We went from up top all the way down to Atlanta. So I went to Spelman, Morehouse, Morris Brown, Livingstone, all these schools, man. And I was like, you know what? The college ain't bad. Like motherfuckers is hating on like niggas that I used to roll used to hate like, yo, John, you sure ain't gotta go to college, bro. This hang with us. We get this shit right. I'm like, nigga, no, for real, this college shit, all right. So I pursued my dreams. I went to Lincoln University, man, and pursued communication and business administration. And that was a culture shock to a certain extent, man, because it was like I was with my mom and then I was on my own. So I had to
Right.
get it on my own. So what I did was I started my own store up Lincoln. I had my own corned beef special store. So I was selling sandwiches out of my room. You know what I'm saying? I used to
What?
make
How
three,
you come
four hundred
about that
dollars.
hustle?
You said what?
How you come about that hustle? Oh, man.
Listen.
I was slinging hot dogs. Talk to me.
Oh, so the reason why I came out the hustle because I wasn't making no money. And in college, you not making no bread. You just going to class because just like Joe Claire said, Joe Claire came to
You
our
ain't making
school
no
and
bread, so you
he
gonna suck
said that college is a hotel with books. So you getting the chicks, I'm getting the chicks, I'm doing that, but I ain't making no bread. Like you gotta have some kind of bread because you got niggas taking trips to the outlets, getting polo all crazy, getting the Air Jordans all crazy, and you still wearing the same shit you
exactly.
had on when you came to school in September. So I'm like, no, fuck that. That's not gonna be me. So then
Right.
I had to connect with Renton Terminal. I met the Amish people. And so I used to meet him in Lancaster, get the meats, like 10 pounds of lunch meat, 10 pounds of cheese. And then I had my own refrigerator. So I got my refrigerator, I got my meats, I got my mystics, I got my chips. And it was on, bro. I made $400 every weekend. And a cool story, too, bro, before I get into any more. My freshman year, Jay-Z came to our college and did the whole Reasonable Doubt album. One of the best concerts I ever seen in my life. But yeah, man.
Yo, that's 28,000 a year all sandwiches. So how many? No, let me hold up. Hold up,
Yo,
yo.
man.
Hold up.
What
Listen.
niggas,
So
man.
I can count. You know, I'm shady, baby. I'm going them numbers start computing. Hold up,
Right.
20,000 off. 20-some thousand off. Just 28,000 off what?
Oh, for sandwiches? Well, yeah. I listen. It was ups and downs. It's a hustle.
Right.
So, but my main clientele was niggas that smoke weed. So I had this one boy come knock on my door like 2 o'clock in the morning, like, "Yo, Bugs, you still making them sandwiches?" This
Mm.
nigga sat on my bed, ate one sandwich, and then paid for another sandwich because he had the munchies. So a lot of the niggas that had the munchies, I was their number one supplier. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
That's
this
how I
is
made.
ingenious.
Yeah, that's how I
You
made
need
my
to
money,
do a
bro.
tutorial. You need to talk about this on how I made such and such a year in college. Off
Yeah,
fucking
yeah. I
cold
mean, I can.
beef.
So, you know what is crazy,
Off
and
cold
I'm gonna
beef.
share that on because I go back in the lab on Friday. I'm gonna share my story, man, because a lot of people don't really
Yeah.
know my story like that. So I'm gonna touch on it this Friday, man,
Yo, bro,
about
you
my
know what?
college years. Yeah,
You
it
yeah.
was one of the best times of my life, bro. I ain't gonna
You
hold
was
you.
free.
From getting the chicks to smoking weed to
Mm.
being involved in dice games to seeing niggas get robbed, like all kinds of shit happened up Lincoln, bro. It's
Hold
crazy.
on. Bugsy smoking weed? A DJ Bugsy on marijuana.
Yeah, man.
How
Listen, let me
cool
tell
was
you
that?
something. The first time I ever smoked weed, I was 16, bro. 16. And look,
Yeah.
let me tell you how crazy it is. My cousin Daryl, we hooked up for New Year's Eve, and he got some weed off some white boy in Jersey because my cousin was from Philly, but he lived in Jersey, and he got this
Mhm.
like a quarter pounder off of him. He was rolling up all night, and we smoked all night, man. When I got back to the lab, back to his crib, I lied to you not, Shady. I woke up high. Like the next day, I was high. Still, after all that,
Yeah.
I was still high
I
because
know
it
the
was my first
feeling.
time, and you know
Yeah.
I had the virgin lungs. So my cousin and them laughing
Wake
at me because
up.
I'm fucking choking and all kinds of shit. And I was 16, and we went to the Mummers Parade the next day. We out there walking, smoking weed at the Mummers Parade, getting high at the Mummer joint, like we just walling out, bro. And this was during a time where those black college hoodies was the shit,
Mhm.
and you had the Carhartt vests. So I had the Carhartt vest. I had the Howard University hoodie on and shit, and
Oh, you
Timbs.
out there. You
Yeah.
out there, out there. So let me ask you this.
Mm,
Going through this whole scene, you
right.
turn into an entrepreneur. You go from
Yeah.
living with your mom to being
Going to
an entrepreneur.
college.
Right. And then
Right.
figuring things out to the point where you understood that you had to be independent. Is that really the first time where you struck out and just said, you know what, I got to get it on my own?
In college or after?
Yeah, in college.
In college, I went out one because I remember my first day I opened the store and I sat at the table with bread and the mayonnaise and the butter knife. Like, all right, is anybody gonna buy a sandwich? I'm sitting there, the out motherfuckers walking by. Wasn't nobody. My first day wasn't nobody buying shit. Second day, I sold 2 sandwiches. Third day, I sold 5. 10. It just kept going up and up. And I think that the better I got at making it, and then on top of that, corned beef specials is a special kind of sandwich. You know, you
Right,
got coleslaw, you got Thousand Islands, and that's a Philly
right.
thing. And then on top of that, I put a pickle on the side just to add that extra flair
That's
to,
what it's
to my
supposed to be there.
presentation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I learned that shit from going to Renton Terminal from
But
back in the day in South Philly. So Red and Terminal taught me a lot. And then the way I got to connect with the Amish boy, I straight stepped to him. I was like, I got a business proposition for you. I live at Lincoln. I want to bring your goods to my campus. He
Yeah.
took down my number and we met in Lancaster, and the rest was history, bro. Just like
Yo,
that.
Bugsy, this sandwich story is fucking me up. I'm pretty amazed. No, bro, I'm pretty amazed. You sitting there in college at the
Right.
table
Yeah.
with like the lemonade sign, like
Right.
corned beef specials for how much? $5 a sandwich?
No, the corned beef specials was $3.50. The
Damn.
regular sandwich was the regular sandwich was $3. The Mystics was $1. The cans was 50 cents. The chips was 50 cents. So make the main sell call to action used to be $5 to $6 each sell. But
Right.
after all the meat was gone, you sitting on $400 or $500, and you only spent like a deuce. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Dang. And Bugsy, that was pretty incredible. So did it get to the point where you was selling out? Well, you ain't get
Oh
a sandwich
yeah.
for
Let me
yourself?
tell you. Let me tell you. The first time I sold out was homecoming weekend. So
Dang.
then you had motherfuckers from Dell State there, Howard, Cheney, and motherfuckers was like, "Yo, you gotta go get to the sandwich board." They like, "Well, where the sandwich board?" I had niggas from out of town coming to my joint, not just Lincoln niggas from Cheney, Howard, and all that. That shit was crazy. And then the chicks, they used to want to chill. Like after they sit, they don't want to just eat their sandwich and go. They wanted to listen to like Hove and the Locks out because I had hip hop playing when I was making my food. And
Word.
I showed them, I washed my hands, and then I had gloves to make sure everything was sanitized and all that. But yeah, man, it was like I said, college was the best years of my life, bro. I ain't
Word,
gonna hold you.
word.
Yeah.
No, that's dope. That's dope, man. I wish I would have went to college in that sense. I did go to college.
Right.
Yeah, I went to Lehigh Carbon Community
Oh, okay.
for hotel restaurant management. But I was
Okay.
in jail going to college, so they would come in there, and then
Yeah.
professors would come there and give us our courses. So I did
Okay.
go to college for hotel restaurant management, but
Right.
I wish I would have got that experience for real, for real. I think the closest thing I came to college is Glen Mills.
Yeah, Glen
Yeah,
Mills. I know a lot of
yeah.
niggas that went there, boy.
Yeah, real rap. I think the closest thing I came to college, it was a real college experience. The campus, the
Right.
dorms, the
Mm-hmm.
uh the Den Fivers, pretty much. It was like a real college experience.
Yeah.
So coming out of so I don't want to stick too long on the sandwich joint. I need to
Yeah.
get the particulars.
Yeah.
What stopped the sandwich hustle?
Mm. Well, you know what? As time went on, as you get older in college, like junior, senior year, your responsibilities get enhanced. And so I couldn't really do it, you know what I'm saying? And then I got into a relationship, you know what I'm saying? And that took time too.
Mhm.
Um, and that's really what it is, man. Your responsibilities get higher and higher as you getting close to graduating. I kind
Word.
of like had to put it on the back burner because I had 10-page papers due, 20-page papers due, and trying to keep up with a business and still trying to. And then on top of that, I had my own radio show at Lincoln. I didn't pledge though. I got, the Kappas and the Alphas approached me about pledging, but I turned them down because that wasn't my thing.
Right.
But then I had a radio show, so that
You
that
know,
took
they try to
that
have
took
my
over
man
too.
out
The
there.
radio show, like my
Yeah.
radio show took over, and then I had a relationship, so it was just a lot of variables of why I stopped it.
Yeah.
It was good
Skeezy.
while it lasted though. It lasted for a whole year though. It lasted a
It
whole
lasted
year.
for a whole year.
Yeah.
The whole sandwich hustle.
Mm-hmm.
Bugsy, I gotta say, man, every day I'm learning something more incredible about you.
Yep.
You know, that's so
But I get,
fucking
but
incredible.
Shady, I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000, and this is the part that I didn't say, and I
Mhm.
gotta bring this up. Rest in peace to my pop Ronnie Pedro Press Senior. He was a drug dealer. He was a big
That's
time
what's
drug dealer in
up.
Philly, and I didn't see my dad a lot. But when I seen him, he always had money. He always know how to get money. I never seen my dad broke ever, bro. And
Right.
so seeing that as a young kid is like, how can how not I want so much say,
Yeah, your
make my
quality of
dad
life
feel
is different.
make make my dad feel some kind of way because he got a broke son. But I
Mhm.
learned the hustle from my dad, you know what I'm saying? And then my
Right.
grandpa too. Now my grandpa wrestling, so he died of COVID last year. But
Right. I
he
know
was
that. So I
another
know
one.
that.
And they both Scorpios. They both birthdays a week apart. One thing I can say about Scorpios, they know how to get money. My grandpa never had a regular job except when he was in his early 20s, early 30s. After that,
Mhm.
he ran numbers for the Italian mob the rest of his life. I remember one time my grandpa was cutting my hair and he went into his bank and he pulled out 10 bands. And this is in the late 80s, early 90s, pulling out 10 bands, bro. Like we wasn't even saying bands back then, but to see that kind of money at 10 years old is retarded. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So between my dad and my grandfather, just like you said about me, the reason why I can tell you a real one because of the lineages you come from. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I cannot leave them two dudes out, bro. I really can't.
Right. Ain't no doubt, man. I see how much pride you take in coming from the men that you come from, and I see how much of yourself and their legacy that you
Hmm.
pump into your own children. And I
Yeah.
see how you carry it from social media
Hmm.
and from how we converse and talk about our personal lives. I
Nice.
see how you carry these things, right?
Hmm.
Uh, does it ever come a time where the burden of carrying a legacy becomes too heavy for you?
Yeah, man. Look, bro, I get days like a lot of people don't realize this because I think people just think that when they see me on social media, I'm either smiling or I'm even posting about my brand or I'm even posting about my daughter because my daughter just got accepted to the same school I graduated. She going to school for
Inshallah.
nursing. Yeah, she's so excited, bro. She called me every day, Dad, we gotta do an acceptance this, and Dad,
Yeah.
what about my trunk party? And Dad, what about this? And Dad, every day, bro. It's
Hmm.
crazy, but dude, the burden definitely gets heavy all the time, bro. Some days I want to quit. I'm gonna keep it all
Right.
the way 1,000 because it's a lot, bro, that comes with being a owner of a brand and you putting your voice out there, you putting your being out there. Sometimes
Word.
you feel unappreciative.
Hmm.
Sometimes the numbers don't align with the work effort. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like, damn, I did all that work, but the numbers ain't line with the work. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what happened that made those numbers not go as much ass busting I did? You feel me? So it's a
Right.
lot of times that I do that. But you know what keeps me going? I constantly get text messages, calls from you, text messages from people that I never met a day in my life. I'm talking out of Philly.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And that's what keeps me going because they be like, bro, you're one of a kind, and don't let nobody tell you that nothing different.
Yeah.
And
No,
another
you
thing that keeps
special,
me
brother.
going is prayer, bro. Prayer.
Yo, that's
And then
dope.
seeing my kids' faces and
Hmm.
my daughter like, Dad, are you gonna leave me your company? What do you want us to do when you pass away? Like shit like that makes me keep
Word.
going, bro. But it's hard.
Word.
Some days I don't want to do this shit, dog. I just want to live a regular life without my face being seen.
Yeah. No, I can understand that completely. I ain't gonna lie. You know me, I always flirt with the idea of disappearing. Like I'm out of here. You'll never see me again.
Again.
Because I know that, at the end of the day, peace of mind is priceless. So I'm trying
Hmm.
to protect that. Uh
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's crazy.
when did you step into the role of how, when, I guess all that would be answered when I ask you this. How did you become DJ Bugsy? How did you go from Tehran to DJ Bugsy?
I'm still here. Hold up. I got a call, bro. That was a call
Oh,
that
it's,
came in.
it's okay.
Yeah.
When did you become DJ Bugsy?
Yo,
How?
it's a crazy. Yo, man, it goes back to Lincoln. A lot of my identity and a lot of things, growing pains and stuff I went through started at college, bro. It's crazy. So I got Bugsy, who my grandpa Bill Mitchell, bro. Bill Mitchell, the legendary William Mitchell. So how I got my name is they said that I was always super cool ass nigga and that I remind them of a black Bugsy Malone, Capone, like the gangster bull.
Okay.
So instead of them putting all the elements after Bugsy, they just say, you know what, we just gonna call you Bugsy. You Bugsy for now on. And
Right.
then on top of that, my sandwich business gave me the name Cheddarlino. So they used to call me Bugsy Cheddarlino. But then when I got my radio show, yeah, seriously, bro, Cheddarlino. Because they
The
used to
boy
come in my sandwich shop like,
Cheddarlino.
they be like, "What's up, Cheddar? Give me some of
Yeah.
that cheddar, Cheddar." They be like, "Where them sandwiches at, Cheddar? I need two of them things, Cheddar. I need two of them things." So it was crazy, bro. So they said, all right, so after all that, the radio shit kicked off, and then instead of me having Cheddarlino, I took that name out and just said Bugsy. And then when I started DJing, And I was the first DJ to ever play Quiet Storm by Mobb Deep up Lincoln. And when I
Wow.
played it, it was the first time everybody heard it. And everybody was going crazy. I played that joint like 10 times. I had the whole campus because Lincoln was set up where you be outside and you can play music and they got the speakers and everybody out smoking weed, drinking 40s, doing it up. You know what I'm saying? This was during springtime. This was like May. It was like 80 degrees outside. And I had that shit lit, bro. And ever since then, everybody's like, that's DJ Bugsy. And that's
Ain't
how
no
it
doubt.
started, bro.
Ain't no doubt. Hey yo, check this out. We at the 30-minute mark. We coasting through this thing. Make sure y'all follow my guest on Instagram at DJ Bugsy215 and follow
Mm-hmm.
him on YouTube at DJ Bugsy. Uh
Before we get to the next question, I just want to say something too, bro.
yeah, go
So
ahead.
about Mountain Dew. So Mountain Dew is so part of my childhood, and to this day, is my favorite soda drink of all time, bro. And
That's it.
and back to my aunt Jackie, she introduced me to Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
I
Yeah.
remember she used to be on the steps and with crabs, like back in the day, everybody used to sit on the step eat crabs in the summertime. So my aunt Jackie used to always have crabs in the Mountain Dew, and I used to always take a Mountain Dew, get the last sip and all that. And
Sure.
one of my dreams, bro, is to get a Mountain Dew commercial talking about hip hop. So I just
Well, we
wanted to
could
throw
do
that
it,
out
man.
there.
We could just do it. We're in an age where we could do it. What's stopping you? Just do it. It could
Right,
go viral and they might pick it up. Just do it.
right,
What's
right,
stopping you from doing it, bro? Just do it. That's something that's within your reach, within
right.
your grasp.
Yeah,
That's a
you right.
dream.
I'm
Make
gonna
it
do it.
become a
I
reality
got
tomorrow.
look, Shady. I got the cameraman. I got the light, so I definitely can do it. And
Yeah,
look,
yeah, yeah.
I got my son hanging out with me, working with me this Friday, so I'm gonna do a commercial with him this Friday. But yeah, man.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly. I would love to see that, man. We're gonna air it right here on the Shady Show. Please. Uh
good.
listen, man. Like I was telling you guys, follow DJ Bugsy on Instagram at DJ Bugsy215 and
Bye.
on YouTube at DJ Bugsy.
Mm-hmm.
Also, follow me on Instagram at All Shady
Shady
Vibes.
vibe.
That's with a Z. All Shady
Shady vibe.
Vibes. That's where I will be releasing all of my music. If you guys
Mm-hmm.
go on any streaming platforms outside of YouTube, you will not find my projects. I promise you. SoundCloud is coming down tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube is coming down the day after that. If you want to get my music, you get it from me by
Right.
following Shady Vibes, hitting the link, signing up for the email mailing list, getting into the website, and you
Mm-hmm.
get the music for free. You get all four of my projects for free. Download instantaneous. Instantaneous. Boom. All you gotta do is
Mm-hmm.
just sign up. So make sure you guys go follow all Shady Vibes with a Z. Support independent. The
That's
movement
right.
is
That's right.
100%.
That's
Make sure
right.
you guys, if you can, support the show by Cash App in the Shady Show or hit the super chat. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and no doubt. Thank you. I appreciate that for sure. So Bugsy,
Mm-hmm.
coming into so where did the DJ part come from?
The DJ part came from, so I was a pioneer of WLIU 88.7. Like I was
Okay.
one of the first DJs to have a hip hop show on that station. And
Okay.
when I first started, I was whack, bro. I fucked up. Like I was on it like stuttering and
Right.
not knowing what the hell I was doing. It was a horrible show, bro. I ain't gonna front. But you know what gave me the light and kind of like perfected my craft, my internship, the summer of '98, and this was when Noriega was popping. This was what was coming out, banned from
Mhm.
TV and all that. And I was a big Nori was popping, like he was the hottest nigga out at the time,
Right.
and John B was the hottest R&B nigga out at the time. So during that time, man, I went to Power 99 and SEPTA went on strike. So I had to take the R5 to get to Power 99 and walk up that long ass hill. And I'll never forget that one day. This was Cosmic Cat wasn't even really known yet. So he driving up the hill like, yo, Bugs, you good? You good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. You all the way up there now. What you gonna give me a lift now? You wait, see, you know what I'm saying? So it used to be funny, man. But I was so determined, like I wasn't gonna let SEPTA in effect have an effect on my dreams and me getting the internship at Part 99. I was like, no, ain't no way, bro. I'm still gonna do what I gotta do. And so that's how the DJ shit came about, bro. But
Word.
let me just say this though, man. I'm not Cash Money. I'm not Jazzy Jeff. I'm not, some of these DJs is special, bro. I'm not that. I'm just the basic DJ, play the music, blend in and out. That's it. All that shit that he be doing, training for the
Yeah.
back and all that. That's not me. So I just want to
Yeah.
let niggas know
Who
it
do
ain't.
that?
I'm not that guy.
Cosmic Kev do that?
No, Cosmic Kev don't do that. But I'm talking about top tier DJs like
Oh,
DJ Active from West Philly. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Niggas like that. Them
Is
niggas
DJ
is they.
Academics really a DJ?
DJ Academics is actually really a DJ, but he
Okay.
don't DJ. You know what I'm saying? But when you build
What you
your brand,
mean?
it's hard sometimes to change the name because you're attached to that. So I think that's why he never changed the name because that's what they know him at. But he was actually a DJ before. Yeah,
Oh, okay. So he was actually a DJ.
yeah, he actually was a DJ. Yep.
Okay. Okay. I
Yeah.
wonder how much how much it cost to get him out the DJ.
No, he ain't doing nothing, bro.
You never know. He
He
ain't coming
media,
out for
man. It's
he ain't coming
media,
out for
bro.
he coming
Like
out for
even me,
80,
I be getting
150.
asked to DJ like
He coming out
some.
for 150, bro.
You
He
said
coming
what?
out. He coming out for 100.
Who?
Academics. It's a pandemic. He coming out.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. But let me just say so for me, I be getting hit up about DJ and I be telling them like, bro, I'm not really that's not what I'm pursuing, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
I get you can do it all, like DJ Envy, but my main focus is media. Like I want to crush
Right.
that shit. That's it.
Right.
I don't care about DJing, bro. I did that shit a long time ago. I'm cool. That's not me. That's
Right.
not what I'm trying to do. So
Ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt.
yeah.
So you go through your whole DJing phase, right?
Mm-hmm.
And somewhere along the line, you stumble across the idea of saying, you know what? I want to do a podcast. And then you get a little more, technical with it. You say, I want to go further than that. I want to do a
Right.
webcast also.
Right.
What put you in that space? What took you out of radio and took you into broadcasting, like podcasting?
Well, okay, so before we get to that part of my lifeline, I do want to talk about internet radio. So
Right.
that's what happened. So after I left Part 99, I tried to pursue a master's degree at Full Sail and move to Orlando. So I did wind up moving to Orlando, but unfortunately, this was during a time when the recession happened in '08. And so
Okay.
my school kind of like shut down. They wasn't accepting. So I moved to Orlando for no reason. But
Mm-hmm.
because I'm such a hustle, such a hustling ambition, I sold
Right.
my mixtapes down in Orlando and I DJed down there. That's how I survived down there. So I
You
was
was on
selling mixtapes out
you
of the
was on
trunk
a
of my
drama
car.
tip before everybody.
You said what?
You was DJ Drama before DJ Drama.
No, definitely
DJ
wasn't.
Bugsy.
Shout out to
Nah, I'm
my
messing
bro
with you,
DJ
man.
Drama, but
Shout out to
I was
DJ
selling
Drama.
mixtapes out the trunk of my car and I was
Mm-hmm.
DJing down there, and that's how I was able to keep the lights on and maintain. But what was the problem that I was having, I wasn't seeing my daughter like I was supposed to. So I decided
Right.
to come back to Philly because my kids is everything. Like I'm not you could pursue your dreams all you want, but I gotta make sure as a father that comes first. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I wound up coming back, and this is when internet radio started to bubble and different things like that. And so this girl named Marquita Stokes seen my page and seen that I was doing different things on radio. So she
Mm-hmm.
DM'd me and she was like, I would love for you to be a co-host on my brand, DJ Radio. I'm like, all right, cool. And this was when Blog Talk Radio was a thing. And so I went there one Sunday. I did one show. She was like, I want you permanently from the first
Right.
show.
Right.
And I did that for 3 years and we killed shit, bro. But the problem was she got bigger than her own brand. So what I mean
Right.
by that is she decided to give me the show
Mm-hmm.
and she gave all these other people shows, but she sabotaged the show she created and she wasn't promoting it. She wasn't sending me interviews. So then I started to create my own shit, and I think she got jealous because then I got Tone Trump on the show on my own. I got Gilly the Kid on my show on my own. Quilly, the list goes on and on. Sunday Carter said all of them. I got all of them on my show on my own right, not based on her. So she started to hate, and everybody's show wasn't matching up, and my ratings was kept being number one, even with all these shows coming on. My joint just kept being number one, and I don't think she liked that. I thought she felt like because she left that the ratings would drop. No, they stayed steady. because I used to do trending topics, and it was like a 3-minute segment where I come at everybody's neck. Whoever being a weirdo, Tiger, I came at his neck. I even came at Oskeen on that. I came at Meek Mill neck when Drake torched him. I torched Meek Mill for 3 minutes straight. So people was really liking it. It was a lot of laughing comments. People was like, yo, this nigga
Did you
is
ever
crazy. He
receive
coming
any
at Meek Mill in
blowback?
Philly
That's
on
what
a
I'm
Philly
saying.
radio station. Like he on got goons. I don't give a fuck. Like, this is
Right.
how I feel about me, and this is what I'm gonna say, whether he
Oh
got
wow.
goons or not.
Yeah. Let me
So
ask you this:
I didn't
wasn't
care,
any
bro.
blowback from that?
I'm like Tupac when it comes to this radio shit, bro.
Right.
A lot of people get sensitive, and I just think that sometimes you got to understand this is entertainment. This is no personal snock at you, but you know you should have did better with that beef against Drake. You know that. Everybody knows that. So that's not. I wasn't saying nothing that any other radio personality wasn't saying. And so when she started to sabotage me, I started to say, like, this ain't working out for me. So I created a show called Beats, Rhymes, and Debates. So that was a separate show outside of that. And then I started listening to Combat Jack, and I'm like, well, what the fuck is this? And then Tech Song came up. I'm like, what is this? I gotta find out more what podcasting is, because I think this is gonna be the new thing. So then I learned about it, and I did episode 1 with my girl Raw Rock from Kingdom. She just blessed me with a Biggie freestyle for the Biggie challenge. We still in contact to this day. And after that, it was a wrap. And I've been doing it ever since, bro. That's how that came out.
No doubt, no doubt. But listen, man. What was the biggest interview you ever did? Was it with Rhapsody?
No, see, and let me tell you about the Rhapsody situation. So that's a whole nother. So I was appointed to be co-manager of a girl group called Robosity, and Robosity opened up for Rhapsody. And what happened was I met Rhapsody backstage, and me and her was chopping it up, and I asked her for a drop. But me doing that kind of like got me in trouble with the other manager, because she felt like I put my brand and my podcast over me being a manager at the time, and I was trying to wear the podcast hat when I should have been wearing the manager hat. But the way she addressed me, I thought it was unprofessional, because she addressed me in front of the group, which I think was wrong. And I didn't think that was necessary, because Rhapsody was still there. So if y'all wanted to freestyle for her and y'all wanted to do something for her, y'all had the opportunity to still do it. Me getting a drop didn't negate that. You know what I'm saying? But they felt like it did. So no, I didn't get an interview. I didn't get a chance to really chop it up with her, because they were so focused on the group and da-da-da-da. But I did get contact information. But that's something maybe in the future. No, to me, one of my biggest interviews, and I'm not going to front, is Tone Trump. Like that interview was crazy. Like, if anybody never seen it, they need to go watch that, John. Seriously. I mean, he just touched on so much, bro. And it's real talk. Like, a lot of people, a lot of stuff he said in it, a lot of people might not like. But when I asked him the Cosmic Cab question, he really killed it. That made me seem like, you don't, as an artist, you don't need Cosmic Cab. Can you make your face be on an out of state flyer without Cosmic Cab? You know what I'm saying? He was like, a lot of niggas that's on DVDs, they still doing the same shit. And I'm on tour with Jeezy. So it's like, what really could you tell me? You might not like me as a rapper, but I'm still, my hustle got me on tour with Jeezy. It wasn't my rap. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Yeah, that's one of my Sunday Carter too. Bahamadia, Tracy Lee, you know what I mean, interviewing Quilly. Like, they some of my biggest interviews, man. But definitely Tracy Lee and Bahamadia. I can't.
What was it
They
like
legend.
interviewing Quilly?
Huh?
What was it like interviewing Quilly?
Oh, it was cool, man. Quilly, he do a lot of, got a one word, or got a his little lingo a lot, you know what I'm saying? But it's not, I don't have that interview like recorded, so I can't put it back out. But it's still interviews in my hard drive, like right where I stand right now, where I got Ming Lee. I got Ming Lee interview. I got John B, CC Peniston. It's interviews that I can still put back out. They're audio, but they're interviews. That's in my chamber that I can just put out whenever I want. Oh, yeah, man. And you too, Shady. I really feel like the interview with you was major for me, just because of your story and the history you had with Philly hip hop. So I would definitely put you on that list as well. Okay. Yo.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
I look at the caliber of individuals that you guys interview, like you, Hip Hop Uncensored, It's another podcast. I forgot what the name is, but all you guys have quality. You still can't hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you.
Oh, it still has quality. You guys have quality.
Mm-hmm.
Guests.
Right.
And I'm trying to figure out where y'all get my plug at. Shoot me the Rolodex. Shoot me the Rolly.
Bro, man, listen, it just look. This is what I tell. This I'm gonna give advice to anybody that's looking, that's watching, that's interested in being in podcasting or
Right,
just interviewing people. Period. The best thing that I can tell you about that is trying to get a PR Rolodex, because the PRs are the people that get you those type of guests.
word.
Because I got Raheem Devon, CC Peniston, Sunday. I got Sunday Carter from Said because they was married. But all the other interviews, Bahamadia reached out to me actually, and I was surprised she DM'd me. So that's how I got that. I think that your quality of work is going to get you the work. Tracy
Right.
Lee was a Ali Boot from Lex Dom, you know what I'm saying? So it's about the
Yeah,
relationships, but it's also about the PR people,
right,
because a lot of the interviews that be coming to me now be from their managers or their PR. It don't be from the artists. Like artists don't, they DM me, but the ones that do, it's like this depends. I can't bring, and that's another thing I want to say too is you have to be careful who you bring on your platform, because some people are not media trained and they're going to make your brand look bad. They're not
right,
going to know how to conduct an interview. They're not going to know how to articulate themselves and answer questions, and it's going to give your audience a bad taste, and they're not going to want to tune in. So,
word,
prime example, I had an interview with a group called Members Only that's from West Philly, and I had to cut the interview, and I had to tell the manager I'm not putting that out. So what we're going to do is we're going to redo it, but we're going to redo it with the manager and only two members of the group that are more vocal. Because if I got a lot of dead air or nobody saying nothing and I'm asking all these crazy questions and nobody, it's like I can't do it, bro. So yeah,
yeah, right.
that's
You
my
killed
advice.
my interview, kill my
Exactly,
vibe.
you're
It
going
take
to
a
kill
lot
my
to say
brand.
all that. It take a
You're going to
lot
kill
to
my
set
brand,
all this
because
stuff
then I
up.
got another artist coming on after you that's from Harlem that got songs with Dave East, and this nigga can't stop talking. All I got to do is ask him a question, and he giving me 5 minutes of
Right,
content. You know what I'm saying? So no, I can't go from that to that. That's like going from Malibu to North Philly. I can't
right,
do it. So yeah.
right. So shout out to GVGE TV too. He up and coming. Aquil Naeem, he's definitely up and coming.
Shout out to
Everybody
him.
got their thing going on. I wanna tell everybody, when
Hmm.
everybody think I fell back, no, that was season one. I gave you guys 68 episodes of season one.
Oh, and
68
look, let,
episodes,
let me say this too,
you
too,
know?
too about Shady, man. Shady is one thing I can say about Shady from my experience, and it hasn't been a long experience. Once he has his mindset on a goal and he wants to pursue it, he pursues it 110%. Some like myself, and I just want to put that out there. But yeah,
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you also, man. Aquil, look, check this cool stuff out, right? Check this cool stuff out. This is cool. This is real cool, Bugsy.
yeah,
Hold on.
it's cool.
Let me see. Oh, check this out. We back at it again. Is that where I want to be at with it? All right, we back at it again. This dude is amazing. Y'all gotta check out the artist of the day, Mars Parker.
Moss
He's
Parker.
amazing. Look.
I guess I must confess sometimes I do some stress when it comes to you.
Yeah, this is. Hey, listen.
You know the way you feeling like you feeling. Do you know way I really miss? You know the way you feeling like you feeling. Do you know way I really miss? You know the way you feeling
Mm,
like you feeling. Do you
Hey,
know way
Bugsy.
mm.
I really
Artist of
Yo,
the day killing it, ain't he?
yeah, I like ball, man. Yo, you got good taste, man, in music, Shady. That's the art. That's the artist in you, though.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
You got good taste in music, man.
Yeah, y'all go follow him on Instagram at. Hold on. Let me see.
You got good taste in music, bro.
Yeah. Thank you, bro.
Good
Y'all
taste
go
in
follow
music.
him on Instagram at Mars Parker _ Mars Parker.
Catch a
Let me
vibe.
know, yo. It's a vibe. Yeah, bro. So listen, you're making your mark on the Philly hip hop scene, on the
Mm-hmm.
cultural hip hop scene across the country. You're
Yep.
reaching out, you're making connections, you're looking good, you're shining. How do you feel about your position and as
Mm-hmm.
as a company? How do you feel about your company's position
Mm-hmm.
as far as acknowledgement and respect from the Philadelphia community?
Mm. That's a good question. You know what? I had a feeling you was gonna ask that question though. Honestly,
Did you?
I, I had a feeling. All right, so I think it's two sides of that coin because I don't want to be. I want to be optimistic, but I also want to be real. So that's the two sides of the coin. From an
Mhm.
optimistic standpoint, there are people that really genuinely feel that my podcast is really the real deal. And to
Right.
those that supported it since episode one, so I do want to give a couple shout outs because of that. Big shout out to Lex Dom. She has always supported me. She has always called, text, left voice memos like Bugsy, you good? I love your show. I'm just checking on you. It ain't nothing. I don't want nothing. I just want to know if you breathing, if you good mentally, and all that. So
Right.
big shout out to Lex Dom for that. Want to give a
Shout
shout
out
out to Chop too. 215 World Exposure Show. She has always supported my brand and everything I've done. We met a long time ago and we've been tight ever since. So I want to give a big shout
to
out to
Chop.
her. But it's not that many, bro. Oh, damn, hold up. Let me not forget my bros from Frankfurt. Reese Bangham, Young Primo, two artists that I think that should be on the same list as anybody in Philly because they very talented brothers. They always supported my brand, always showed love. So I definitely want to shout them out. But that's the optimistic. So now we're gonna go to the other side of me keeping it real. I do think that Philly doesn't give me my flowers because Philly is known to be a click city.
Yeah.
If you don't suck somebody dick or kiss somebody ass,
Get him, Bugsy.
you are not going to be known and you're not going to be put on certain stages and certain flyers because you didn't pay, you didn't suck dick, and you didn't
Right.
kiss ass.
Right.
When you are on your own type time, like how Nipsey was,
Right.
you are the elephant in the room by default.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I am. I'm the guy that when I do walk under them same people that don't want to see me win, they're going to do a double take because they're going to be surprised that I'm in that room. That's number
Mm-hmm.
one. Number two is it's smoke and mirrors with a lot of these shows. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I'm reliving Too Raw for the Streets or I'm reliving We Run the Streets. When
Right.
you look at my podcast, that's not the case.
That's how
Because
I feel about mine.
I'm giving a light to artists that don't nobody know instead of the
Mm-hmm.
same artists you seen on the DVDs. I'm not giving a light to them because them niggas is already legends. What about
Right.
the people that are hungry, like my boy B Jizzle from Harlem, that I'm about to be
Mm-hmm.
a video director for his video I Can't Breathe. And that's a
Shout out to
nigga
B
from
Jizzle.
Harlem giving me that Olive Garden,
Opportunity.
like that olive branch, like Bugsy. I fuck with you. I want you to be director of my video.
Right.
When is Philly niggas gonna get that through their fucking head? That
Right.
nigga, it's a whole world out here. 215 is a small city filled with 2 million plus people, and I'm chasing the other 8 billion on the other side of the fence.
Right.
So that's my answer to that, bro.
Ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt. So with that being said, I understand you carry it how you carry it now. Cause I used to say to myself, like, yo, he put a lot of energy into this podcast and it don't seem like Philly is
Right,
picking up.
right,
But I like it.
right. And
I
I look, and you look, and listen, not to cut you off. I'm glad you said that because you know another thing I be peeping. Niggas want to congratulate me behind closed doors. Niggas want to post shit when it's convenient or if I say something. But you, Shady, you're actually saying it on your platform. I like it. You
yeah,
keeping it real. Like y'all
yeah.
niggas really like it, but y'all don't want to say it.
Yo,
Why? What did
I
I ever do
respect
to
your
you?
podcast so much. Let me tell you, all these colors that you see is in honor of your podcast. This
I
is the
appreciate
colors
that.
of your logo.
Right.
You know what I mean? You see the gold, the blue, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? The
Right.
bronze,
Right.
everything that you see is
Right.
that color. because of your logo for I Do It for Hip Hop. If
Pop
you look in the
podcast.
corner,
Right.
you see the whole situation. You see,
Nation.
damn,
Right.
this whole situation looks similar.
Right.
It's
And I
something for
just
me. You
Shady.
know,
I be wanting to know.
I wanted you to feel that.
I appreciate. See, and that's enough. See how you give it up. You just giving it up. No one's
Yeah,
asking you to do it. I didn't ask you
right.
to do that. I didn't know that
No,
this was going to happen tonight. That's what you call genuine love. When you can go on your own platform and tell Bugsy, you know what, Bugsy, you inspire me. You know what, Bugsy, I like what you're doing. I don't know
right,
why these Philly cat. Now, I explained to you why they not catching
right.
it. They don't want to catch it. They want to turn the other cheek. But that's
Mm-hmm.
not going to stop me, bro. Because like I said before, if I stay stuck on Philly and just worry about what Philly can do for me, I ain't going to make it.
Right,
I ain't going to make it. And like I said, when I said earlier, when I said I would sometimes I'll be wanting to quit, that's one of the reasons why I do be upset about that. Don't
right,
get it twisted. I do be upset that Philly don't fuck with it like that, or Philly don't be showing love like that. Don't get it twisted. Or I don't be nominated on these podcast awards. I do be upset about that. But I
right,
can't let that stop me because it's a reason for that. Sometimes when you that good at what you do, niggas don't want to fuck with it. They don't want to show love.
right.
You know what? It goes back to that famous word of Philly, dick eating. I don't want Dick eat Bugsy. I don't want Dick eating that South Philly nigga. Fuck him. You know what I mean? That's just how it be.
No,
That's just-
listen, I just opened up the call line. So if you guys got any questions for Bugsy or myself, you guys could call in now.
right.
Call in now at 480-382-0029. That's 480-382-0029. Call in. Uh, Make sure you got yourself in order because I ain't playing no games. I'm going to bang on you. Boom. Just like that. Hit the button. You're done. You're a done bun.
Yeah.
Yo, Bugsy,
Right.
man, doing this podcasting,
Mhm.
webcasting, uh, I know that you've got the chance to learn a lot of people's stories.
Mhm.
Who have you sat with whose story has impacted you the most? You yourself.
Mm. That's man. Woo. That's a good ass question, bro. Man, you got the questions tonight. God damn, you got the questions. So, I want to say, actually, recently, I interviewed an artist called Young M, and he had a crazy story, man. And shout out to him. He's from West Philly, but he lives in Williamsport. And I got that interview because of Unc Money, a real street dude from West Philly.
Okay.
And so he told me that when he was younger, his mom went to the store and she never came back. He
Mm,
also told me that he never knew his father. So he basically raised himself, and he was raised by his grandfather, but his grandfather got sick. And then everybody else that was around him seemed like they was either getting locked up or shot. So why that story inspires me so much, it shows that I never experienced that. So when you complain about your life, listen to that man's life. Because this man lost his mom did an 18-year bid. You know what I'm saying? Like I never had an experience where my mom was out of my life for 18 years. So and he still was able to overcome and be an artist. And not only that, be a father of two daughters and do a bid upstate for 2 years. So when you look at all of that, you got to count your blessings and say, you know what? Why am I even complaining? I'm complaining over
right,
a podcast. I know who my kids is. My mom's still alive. My dad not alive. But I had a pretty good life when you measure it based on that measurement of that young man's life. And he's
right,
only 21. You know what I'm saying? And then One Chain Gang, she's another one. She had a crazy story about her brother being killed, being abused by her baby father. It's like you hear other people trials and tribulations. And not saying I've been through some shit too. You know what I mean? I'm not getting deep with that one here, but it's still their stories. It's like, wow, they overcame that. And I'm complaining about the littlest shit. It's not worth it, bro.
word. No, I can understand that. So hearing their stories,
Mm-hmm.
it made you change directions. And
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It's like,
I,
wow.
I, cou- I've seen you in a deep place when your grandfather passed away.
Yeah.
And I felt it personally because I know how I feel about my grandmother.
Right.
Uh, when I seen you in that place, it put me somewhere too, and that's why I
Oh
kept
wow.
reaching. Yeah, it put
Okay.
me somewhere, and I
Okay.
seen it, and I know that look on the face is a look of loss, right?
Right.
And I
Yeah.
seen you wearing it, and I felt bad because I
Mm.
know it was heavy on you. I seen, it's where your clothes don't fit,
Yeah.
you know
When you.
what I mean, and your glow ain't lit. It's that,
Mm.
you
Is
know,
that
you
is
know.
that a bar?
Nah, I'm just saying, it's like you
Yo,
know
this
what it
nigga
is.
said
It's
when your
like,
clothes don't fit and you don't
yeah,
your bar ain't lit. I'm
yeah,
like,
it's
damn,
like
is
it
that a
ain't
bar?
there. It's a sunken place. It's a place of hurt. You know what I
Right.
mean? And you looking
Mm-hmm.
out the window, you could looking out through these
Mm-hmm.
eyes, and you just seeing a world that you really don't even want to be a part of no more.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I seen that look in your face, and then I don't know. I think it was like after your grandfather's funeral. Shortly after that, I seen you still grieving. It's like you gave yourself some time to grieve. You was open with it. You was posting the things, and you was saying how you felt about him.
Mm-hmm.
Then one day I woke up and I looked on Instagram and I seen you had your son like in a headlock or something like that. Y'all was laughing or been down
Yeah.
smiling together, and it was like, oh, he back.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like
Yeah.
he back. So
Yeah.
I was happy that
Mm-hmm.
you went from this to this
Right.
and you bounce back
Right.
because in that space, let me tell you what I also seen. I also seen you ready to shut down the company. I also seen you just like, I'm done with this joint.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't never want you to quit the podcast. It's dope. It's dope, bro. You have some dope guests, and that's just on what people see from what come to your studio audience.
Right.
You have some dope guests on Instagram also.
Right.
You know, let
Yeah.
me ask you this: how do you feel about some of the big name people you get and you interview them and they don't cross promote?
Yo, no, he did ask that question. Yo,
I'm just
Shady,
saying, like,
Shady
how
be
you feel about
researching
people
the
that
hell
don't
out of
cross
you. Hey,
cross
Shady,
promote?
you be researching the hell out of shit, bro. You
I
is a
need my
wild
5 minutes
boy.
of content.
Yo, so man, that shit is the worst. That shit is like unexpected bird shit when you got some fly shit on. Literally. So you like, the fuck is
Bird
this?
shit
And you
under
know what
the
I'm saying?
sash.
So, and I hate it, man. I really do, man. And I'm not going to say no names because I feel like I don't do that. Like I don't do name dropping, but I had that experience a lot, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, man. And just like I said on episode 78, if you don't cross promote, it's not that I feel like I wasted my time. To a certain extent, I do, because I feel like if you decide to come on my platform and you decide to use your gas and your time to drive to where I'm at, then what is the point of not putting it on your page? I don't. It's like, what the fuck is that? It's like, if you don't want to be a part of DJ Bugsy's world and you don't want to
Right,
see the logo and you don't want nobody, and that's another thing niggas do. They'll post a picture, but they won't add you
right,
just so motherfuckers don't know who you is. And I don't get that. And let me give a shout out to One Chain Gang because she didn't do that. She got
right.
51,000 followers, and it's all organic. And she
Yeah.
posted the freestyle. She tagged me and everything. So happy
Shout out to
birthday!
Chain
Actually, her
Gang.
birthday is today. She in Puerto
Shout
Rico.
out to
Happy
One
birthday,
Chain
One
Gang.
Chain. But
Oh, she out there living.
she is a real deal. And this
Right,
other female artist, they don't even got her flow for one,
right,
or her caliber of how she do shit for two, but yet
right,
you just want to put me in a story. You don't want
right.
me to be on the main page. And then sometimes I'll be feeling like, because this happened to me before where I invited a female that was bad as shit, but she
Mm,
canceled on the day of because
okay.
her dude abused her. Literally,
Oh
like
wow.
took her phone, was like, "Who this? Like, why you gotta go to his show? Why you? I heard him in the back. Why you gotta go to his show? Who bull? Like niggas, like really though." Like your girl is a businesswoman. She's trying to be seen. She's trying to get
Yeah.
exposure for her brand, and you up here
I
hoo
know
hollering,
that killed
think
you.
I'm trying to smash her. I'm not. I'm
That
not
killed
trying
you.
to smash your girl, dog. It's
Yeah.
not like I can't get a girl.
Bugsy,
So
ain't nobody let that girl around you in no closed environment.
you said what?
Bugsy, you had 5 girls walking home. You walked all girls home, and then you got stuck with Lisa. Ain't nobody letting you around their girlfriends. Come on, Bugsy. Hey, who the fuck is this dude?
Yeah,
Yo,
they
yo.
look.
I be
Well, I
freaking
get what
out.
you saying, Shady. I get what you saying, bro. But
And
come
they
on,
all
she's
smooth. He
going.
probably on a voice message. Yeah,
But
how you doing?
Shady,
My name
she's
is DJ
going to
Bugsy.
an interview,
Uh,
bro. So
I
he
run
think
a
I'm gonna fuck
podcast
his
called I
girl in
Do
the
It for Hip Hop.
studio? Like he think I'm gonna
Yeah,
fuck his.
I'm a real boy. Yeah, real smooth, no
Oh,
bumps.
you got somebody
Yeah,
calling in.
yeah. And I got somebody calling in. No, my name is DJ Bugsy. How you doing? I want to know if you gonna come bust it open on my podcast.
You stupid, man. You crazy. But no, on some real shit, like, why do these dudes be think I want to fuck their girls? Like, I be
I
trying to
don't
interview
know,
them.
Bugsy. It's Lisa. Once, listen. You walked home with 5 girls. Is it 5 or 4? 5
Five.
or 4? 5.
Five.
5. All right. Kiss one, dropped off.
Right.
Kiss
It's
another one,
two.
dropped off. Kiss another one, dropped them off. Kiss another one, dropped them off. Then you sleep with Lisa. You're a goat.
Yo,
Shit crazy.
that
I
shit
don't
crazy,
know
bro.
how I would be able to take that from my son. If I
Right.
found out my son walked 5 girls home, kissed 4, and stopped with Lisa, I want to know. I don't know where am I going to be as a parent?
Right.
What position does that put me in? Like what the fuck? Yo, come here, man. What are you thinking? How old were you?
I was 10.
Oh, I would have whooped y'all asses. You hear me? Oh, y'all getting y'all asses whooped. You hear me? Listen,
Uh,
hey, Bugsy.
I was a young boy, man.
Oh, y'all getting y'all asses whooped. I ain't gonna lie. 10, yeah, it's gonna be a Big 10 around here. Big 10 for the win. All right, I got y'all. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's what it probably is, Bugsy. I ain't gonna lie. It's probably the
But
Lisa
I don't
effect.
think you would do that, Shady. If your
Huh?
girl had a brand and she came on Do It For Hip Hop podcast and I was interviewing, you seen my page, my Instagram, because I'm sure she probably showed them. I don't think you would have been like, yo, don't go on board page, because you know the man you are for your woman, so you
Yeah.
ain't gotta worry about
I
that.
mean, me personally, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't tripping. But I'm saying though, I'm saying it should. Nah, man, I don't know about like I wouldn't trip out, not me. But I'm trying to think, where would I trip out? What's the tripping point? Where's the line at?
Yeah, where's the line? Where the lines get blurred at? Where it get crossed at? Yo,
Oh, now I think fucking trying to take my wife out on a fucking date.
right?
Yeah, because it's like in her profession, she's gonna have to deal with men and women.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna have to, and it's
Mm-hmm.
natural. You know what I
Right,
mean? It's
right.
natural. Now
Yeah,
because of life, it don't. It's certain ways it don't extend past the job. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
But it's natural. She is supervisor a lot of times. You know,
Mm-hmm.
she giving directives. Sometimes, a lot of times, she just in her profession, she has to deal with men.
Right.
Uh, a lot of times, her higher ups or her subordinates is a men.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, she gonna have to deal with men. So yeah,
Yeah.
I respect that, but fucking yo, let's go out and get some dinner after work. He acting crazy. He acting crazy. He acting crazy.
Oh
He,
my
she,
God, man.
they, and I'm gonna include myself. We acting crazy. This song gonna get French. You know what I mean? I don't know. I got to check this phone too and make this sure it's set up right. Word.
But look, let me ask you a question, Shady, because you never told me this, and I still don't got the answer. Now, when Mace went to the come up show and freestyle and shouted your name out, I
Right.
still you never told me how y'all connected. You and Mace.
We didn't connect. He pretty much like just shouted me out. It fucked me up. And he never like I didn't know what he was talking about. He shouted me out like a bunch of people sent it to me, but it was dope for me. That was one of the guys I grew up listening to. So
Right.
to hear Mace shout me out on the radio was like it was dope. But let's fuck that. That's Mace. That's me. We on DJ Bugsy. I mean, it's the support independent the movement. And
Oh
yo,
man, this
for real, I'm
shit
gonna keep it
crazy,
a buck.
bro.
I ain't gonna lie, I keep sounding retarded. It's supposed to say support the independent movement, 100%. But when I rendered it and realized what happened, that's just how. So now it's support independent the movement. That's how that go, pretty much.
Oh my
Don't stress,
god,
brother.
man.
So listen, let's. My man Mars got 4 songs, right?
Hmm.
Let's listen to them.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and listen to them, James. Right? Let's get here. So we on Mars Parker. We on his
Hmm.
project. It's called Montage, and
Okay.
I want to get. I want to get your opinion on the artist of the day. So that start doing anyway.
Yeah. Hmm.
My guess when we talk about the artist of the day, I'm gonna find a couple pieces of their work, play a couple
Yeah.
pieces, let's see where we go with it. So I'm gonna
Right.
give you this one is called Sweet Malibu.
Okay.
Tell me if you
I
hear it
like I
good.
like him though, man. From the first song you played, I really like Bull.
Right.
I like this joint already, just off the beat. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This joint tough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he tough. And he
It's a
from
vibe, bro.
Philly?
Yeah, he from Philly, man.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah, Mars talented. A lot of people be stealing his sauce.
A lot of people do what?
They steal his sauce.
That's
They
crazy.
know who he is. And the art, like we artists, so we know who
Right.
our other artists is.
Yeah. That's crazy.
How you feel about this joint? It's a vibe, right?
Oh, this definitely a vibe. This that top down music, bro.
Right.
This that top down going down Rodeo Drive type vibe.
That's called Sweet Malibu. So I'm gonna
Sweet
bang it
Mama.
right here. It's called Bridges.
Bridges.
Yeah.
He got some crazy production, man.
Mhm.
Shit. He got some crazy production, bro. Crazy production.
Yeah, he dope, bro. How you feel about this one? It's
I
called
love it.
Bridges.
I
It's a
love it.
vibe, right?
Yep. Love it.
That's a banger. So he ain't miss on that.
Nope.
Okay.
He sure didn't. Mm. Damn. Oh yeah, he official. He official. He official. Official.
Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that good shit. Don't be hating. You feeling this one?
Mm-hmm. I'm feeling all his work,
All
man.
right, so we 3 thumbs up. 3. All right. So boom.
Damn.
I like how they all seem to come on with the same drum pattern and then switch
Right.
to totally different songs.
Mm-hmm.
They got some vibes, bro. So that's this little EP. It's called Montage. You heard me?
I like that.
Montage EP. It's real dope. I would love to talk to him about and discuss the breakdown of the project. What does that mean? Well, I know what
Yeah.
montage means, but I'm talking about in the sense of
Mm-hmm.
just knowing how did he apply that to that, and what
Right.
was the significance of the 4 songs, and seeing if the sequencing had any significance or anything like that. Just I would love to
Mm-hmm.
see that. I got some tunes myself, man. But
Right.
listen, Buck, we've been for an hour and 16, bro. Right?
Okay.
And I never want to rush you out because I never have to. You always you family in my home. You more than a guest. You family.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of podcasters out there, and
Mm-hmm.
one thing I learned when I was coming to you, asking you things, is I learned that you don't know everything. And even though your podcast is set up the way it's set up, you can't give everyone the answers. I did learn that. And it motivated me to
Mm-hmm.
go out and find the answers, the questions you couldn't answer.
Mm-hmm.
So I bring them answers back to the tribe and I put them in a circle and we all share them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you run into situations where people come get the game from you but never get a game back?
Yes. All the time.
How you feel about that and how you address those situations?
Um. Well, I think that, and that's happened to me a lot. I think, and I call those brand hoppers, people that hop from brand to brand, just like people that hop from click to click. We seen episodes of Quilly doing that through his time, but honestly, man, to be quite honest, and it kind of goes back to the thing where what Puffy used to always say is that, yeah, you might have got some game from me, you might have did this, but I'm still me, and I'm still gonna do it the way I'm gonna do it, and you're not gonna do it how I'm gonna do it.
Word.
And on top of that, just like Beanie Siegel said, there's only one me. And when it's my time, it's my time. And there's
Right.
nothing that can get in the way of that. I have interns, and I'm not gonna say they stole game because that was what I was supposed to do for my interns. I was supposed to give them the game. So
Right.
if they get out, if they go out and do some things, do some big things, and do some things, and they don't acknowledge that I helped that, I'll take that one on the chin. I'll take one for the team because deep down in my heart, I know what it is. But the crazy thing about it, I never really had no experience there with my interns. My interns always big me up. They always text me like, "Yo, Buzz, to this day, I really appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? What you did for
Word.
me." So I don't really have that issue when it pertains to that. But I've had moments where I might have hired somebody for a period of time and then they went off and did whatever. To be honest, I don't really address it because I feel like I'm giving off that energy for what? It's not it ain't taking no money out of my pocket and it ain't taking no food off my plate. So just like Jay-Z said, what you shit don't make me eat. So if you got your own platform and you doing your thing now, salute to you. And
Word.
I'm not gonna give you everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, that's another thing people don't like. It's things that I'm not giving you everything. Some things you
Right.
gotta go out and
Nah,
get
shut
for
up.
yourself. And I was taught that growing up. Like my grandfather and my dad used to say, like, I'm gonna let you go out there into the wolves and get bit and get learned about life on your own.
Right.
I'm not here to pacify you, and I'm not here to walk you to the water and drink it. Sometimes you got to experience life and learn from your mistakes. And so that's how I look at that. And so even though I'm good at what I do, and even though I'm at a certain level, I learn every day about this game, man. This game changes every day. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Just like life changes every day. You just
Right.
got to keep up with the times.
No, for sure. For sure, for sure. For sure. Well, Bugsy, here on my show, we got a tradition where I leave out the room because this your house too. And I want you to be able to talk to all the people you just,
Oh shit.
homes you was in. So at this point, I'm gonna walk myself out the building.
Okay.
I'm gonna put you on a solo screen, and you're gonna be able to talk your ish as DJ Bugsy. So give me a second. Let me remove this right
Oh
here.
shit. This
Hold on.
dude. So how long does this last, Shady? Because I need to
What?
know.
No, you go ahead. This is because we ready to close out. We at the hour and 20-minute mark.
Okay.
You guys, if you want to support the show, I would appreciate if you like, comment,
I'm in.
share, and subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's all I ask for. Tonight's guest is South Philly's own DJ Bugsy. I should have did that from the beginning, but I didn't. Uh, so at this point, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step out, let you have the floor, let you leave the people with whatever message you need to lead them with, and I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
tap back in when you're ready. All right.
Okay.
So all right.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just say this, to everybody that's I guess a creator or someone that's interested in being in podcasting. This is what these I'm gonna give you the tools of what you're gonna need to get started. So the first step is you have to have a vision. That's number one. Number two, I'm gonna tell you need a graphic artist, someone that can design a logo for you. That's going to be good for all your different platforms. That's going to be good for Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, different measurements. You got to talk that over with your graphic artist. That's the one thing. Another thing is make sure you got a dope videographer, someone that doesn't cost a whole lot. That's not going to hurt your pockets. That's the other thing because that's important too. Someone that knows how to edit. Also, download the InShot app that help you promote and do videos on your phone that you can distribute to all of your different platforms. That's important. Make sure you got good sound quality. Some people do their podcast from home. I couldn't do that because my podcast is guest based and it's interview based. So I couldn't do that. I don't want everybody coming to my home. So I wouldn't do that. So if you are that person, you need to get a quality studio and a quality engineer. Shout out to my engineers over the years, Eric McNeil and my DJ Simi. Shout out to Gradwell Studios. Shout out to Forge Recording Studios, my boy Sheldon, the owner. Make sure you got good sound quality because if your sound quality is not good, no one's going to listen to your podcast. That's just the bottom line. And make sure you create content from in between each episode. So if you got an episode dropping on Tuesday, then come Wednesday, you need to be working on your content so you get ready for the next episode. Now, if you want to have a podcast where you don't have no guests, that's up to you. Some people have guest-based podcasts, some people have interview-based podcasts. If you have that, make sure you have a template of how you're going to acquire your guests. Make sure you reach out to PRs, get in contact with them, try to network, do a networking event, contact the PRs, people that you can get in contact with. Always network. It's very important in podcasting. There's a few platforms that you can use. You can use SoundCloud, you can use Podbean, Podsprout, several platforms you can use that you can upload your audio and it'll go to all the different platforms. If you want to do video, if you want to do for YouTube, get your videographer. Make sure you have an intro, an outro. Make sure you got good sound quality. Make sure all your visuals is perfect before you put it out there. Make sure it's edited well. And that's the game. Merch, that's important. A website is important too. That's something you can have, but you don't necessarily have to have it, but you need to have it definitely for your merch. And that's pretty much it. Also make sure you build a crazy team of people that believe in your vision so y'all can grow together. Whether that be interns or whether they're people that you knew for years that you want to grow with you. And that's pretty much it. Make sure you check out Do It for Hip Hop podcast on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, DJ Buzzy 215 on SoundCloud, and it's available on DJ Buzzy YouTube channel as well. And that's all I got, man. If you try and be a podcaster, that's the gist of how you go about it. That's it. That's all I got, man.
Thank you, DJ Bugsy. I
I
appreciate
can
you.
hear
Don't
you
go
now.
nowhere. Don't go
Okay.
nowhere. Thank you. Right? We
Mm-hmm.
look, this joint look, oh, we getting better, Bugsy. But they say get
Oh,
back to the music.
you got the split screen. It looked like we on ESPN now.
Right. They say get back to the music as if we lost it.
Oh, they want to hear the artist.
Yeah, hold on. Can you hear this? Hold on. It's coming right. Hold on. Is it coming in? It should be. Hold on. Let me see what it's doing. The music should. Oh.
The faucet running right now, so we all lit. Cautious, always right.
Can you hear this, Bugsy?
Yeah.
It's called.
White tee, blue.
It's coming out. They said they want to hear hip hop.
All Shady vibes.
I can let them hear hip hop. I can do this all day.
1985.
It's 36 years of serving these suckers successfully.
Yo, this boy, man.
I like to talk about life and the good things. Around good people, smoking on good strains. I'm old school, I still like wood grain. Slow money better than no money, the hood change. I'm on my shit, never off it. Ball shit, the faucet. Running right now, so we all lit. Cautious, always ride right, never cost it.
That's a
Make
vibe.
it know shit, I don't never force it. White tee, blue jeans, all white forces. I find myself teaching people, I don't charge for courses. Man, shit to deal with, that's why I look exhausted. That's why people probably out here thinking that I lost it, but I never lost it. You think I'm lying if I told you what it cost me? $500,000 plus my wife divorced me. The store failed, the barbershop was crooked, the studio was in the barbershop. That's why I said fuck it, and all my homies became my ops. I'm talking about people I prayed with. I tapped them in, they tried to take me out. Preservation, I'ma make it out. I'm never waiting to be found in a vacant house, even though I know exactly how to wait it out. And I ain't never asked myself, why you take this route? It's understood that I'm born in, you joined in, you sworn in. Man, I've been here doing this, you not the one they asked about. I got shooters in the jail that wanna max it out. That's cause the moment that they touch, they wanna blast it out. And move around without a tail on their head. Be on point and life short. If you feel that you dead, I'm fully active, you pulling back. Don't be doing that, my numbers
It's
going
crazy,
up and then
man.
I'm going at you. That's a trophy, then I'm holding statues. Them niggas bitches, dog, never let them hoes get at you. This ain't nothing, I'm just throwing at you. A couple hundred in the streets, a couple in the mattress. This underrated shit different, it's my newest chapter. All debts get settled, I'm the truest rapper. You just the newest rapper.
In the studio, CEO. Here you go.
Hey, yo.
Bobbing around.
Hey, yo. Hey, Bugsy, dude.
Yo.
Like, yo.
That joint fire, bro. That song never came out.
No, it's new stuff.
Oh, it's coming out.
Yeah, he said you.
So it's unreleased.
Yeah, it's new stuff. Yeah, it's unreleased.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, that shit
Sometimes
crazy.
in life, you just gotta separate yourself. You gotta make people regret turning their back on you. Word.
Yeah.
Yo, this is a moment that they all regret. We all connected, they all respected. Drop a brick, I need all the extras. Check the records, homie. Minus the jury, I did all the flexing. Next time out is big shit, VVS's. Machines in the driveways and cribs that they never touching. I got whatever covered, dickhead, Margiela trench coat. Somebody gotta tell me something. I fuck with him, but what's up with cousin? Two plugs in the same room is awkward. But I'm saying, oh, somebody got front me something. And they know I run it all, so they gotta drop it. I ran off and paid them back, we ain't got a problem. Cartel told a nigga about a higher power. I prayed to God they ain't kill me when my mom was watching. I could see it in their eyes, they ain't gotta doubt me. I'm out here moving how I'm moving, niggas try and rock me. It's just me, ain't nobody gonna catch a body bout me. I need his and her V12s. Dispensaries in every city. Marijuana gone retail. I need the whole city going litty. I'm ready to go, is you going with me? Good. I do 100, don't be doing 50. We out here fooling on you niggas and we blowing 50. Every time we see your face, it's gonna glow with envy. And I gotta be strapped when I go to Philly. Cause I know how things go in Philly. Bunch of dirty niggas coming for me. Looking hungry, ready to die about this money on me. Keep it 100, it's 100 on me. 50 shots, 50 racks, nigga. Let the city know I'm back, nigga. And I ain't worrying about a rap, nigga. One call and that's that with it. They hit his beanie when the max spittin'. You know my youngest go to max with it. I don't be coolin' on the jacks with it. You flyin' and talk to me, nigga, that's business. I'm in the cut somewhere, laid back, black linen. Puffin' on something stronger than the black women. Strap, 2 drums, yeah, I'm that with it. The way I'm moving, you get packed with it. The way I'm moving, you get, yeah. The way I'm moving, you get packed with it. You get it.
That boy, man.
Yeah,
that's that talent. That's that Shady, that talent.
Yo, I'm Trendsetter Shady. I'm the leader of the division. You know what it is for me. I'm big bro forever. Ain't nothing gonna change that. I give them all Shady vibes, baby. Check this out.
yeah.
I put niggas on their feet, niggas left me on my back. I'm a goat, I'm a lion, I ain't never been a rat. I watch Loopy switch sides, I watch Brucey switch sides. I know niggas hit decline on my calls, and that's a fact. But that's cool, cause it's up with me. Niggas really know what's up with me. Ain't a nigga in his right mind gonna step to me. Cause I'm a smoking right there, he like runs to me. Look at all the sucker shit niggas done to me. Niggas fronted on me, never planned on fronting me. Now I'm the front runner of this whole company. And niggas that didn't fuck with me gotta fuck with me. They know they gotta come this way. I got the recipe. I'ma fuck 'em over on this one. Like double back closure, man. I know that I missed one. Like ringtone hesitating and disappearing when I never played it. He left me waiting. I was down bad, devastated. I really fed niggas. I really clothed niggas. So it ain't about the money, it's about the roads, nigga. I've been through dark times and I roll with you. Think about all the times we hit the road, nigga. For the dough, me and you, Lil Brucey on the low. What happened to me being big bro, nigga? Just the way niggas rockin', I just gotta roll with it. What happened to A-Rock? I really don't know, nigga. Niggas don't touch my line, they only fall back. I bit the bullet, touch they line. They never call back, you know I make excuses for niggas. Fuck all that, ain't never gonna be nothing again, nigga. We off that. On to the paper, niggas knowing when it's major, they gon' bow down and suck dick like they ain't never say shit. Fake shit. I'ma make sure that I stay lit. Fire burning 6 in the morning, nigga, I'm day lit. Banana clip, curl out the chopper, I'm going ape shit. I had my wife since she was rocking mini skirts and case switch. Relax.
Yo, no, you didn't, Shady. Hey, Shady, hold up with the music. Shady.
All right.
Yo, you said you said I've been rocking with my wife since mini skirts and case was, bro. You took it back when you said that for me, bro. I remember them days. Yo, those was the days. Yo, they was the days,
Niggas,
bro.
they know I could drop a mixtape at any moment, man. Yo, my life real, never dramatized.
They spin the bin and hit my driver's side. I wasn't in it, but I'm traumatized. I got the message, this is violent time. I'm confused about the big
Yo, Shady,
I don't know if this
he's
is
a boy,
me
man.
to stop or how to ride. Cause I've been plotting on these homicides. Before I die, the niggas gotta die. I mean, at least like 1 for 1, eye for eye. Them niggas never stop, why should I? I know they watch me like they private eyes. I'm moving solo through the
He said they
sky,
watching like a private eye.
You let them niggas pipe you up a different kind of high. Now it's just you and I, and I'm a
This
different
shit
kind
crazy.
of guy. Apply pressure in every scenario. You hear me through stereo. These niggas are scary hoes, and I ain't worried about no weirdos. That's cause this drum got 50 and this barrel got air holes. And the shooter that's shooting and it's snapping like a red nose.
Hold on.
I'm a dime in these red souls. Well,
yo, shout out to let me stop this music right quick, man. Shout out to OG Sign, man. Media Made Music Radio.
Okay.
Everything that I got going on right now, bro, I came out here and I met with him, and he got such a dope setup. He's an independent radio station out here in Arizona. He from back east with us. He from back New York. And he OG.
That's
he
what's
got
up.
his own app, his own radio station, his own podcast, his own magazine.
Damn.
I haven't been able to connect with him because we movers and we shakers.
Right.
But listen, I want to tell you, son, we're going to get together and we're going to put something together and it's going to be amazing. I'm telling you, OG. So make sure all y'all go follow Media Made Music Radio, tap into what's going on out here in AZ. A lot of people don't know about the music scene out here. It's a real big independent music scene out here.
It is. It is. That's
Tap into AZ, tap into AZ, tap into AZ.
AZ. Definitely.
Yeah, tap into AZ.
But look, so, Shady, I gotta break out, man. But
all right, listen. I appreciate you, bro. All right.
Oh yeah. I appreciate you too.
Thank you for coming on the show, Bugsy. You hear me?
I appreciate you, bro.
I'm gonna jam out for a little minute. I'm
all
gonna
right,
jam
man.
out for a little minute.
All right, brother. Everybody, man. I appreciate you, bro.
All right, peace, bro.
All right.
Yo, shout out to DJ Bugsy for coming up. Shout out to you guys for sticking around. We're going to jam to a little Mars right quick. I ain't going to lie. I'm feeling it. I'm in the groove. I'm in the mood. Going to jam to a little Mars. Let me see something. Boom. All right. Put me here. Put Mars there. Boom. There we go.
Wash up this workout we just put in. I know you don't love me, it don't bother me. Close my door. I don't want nobody interrupting this passion. Baby, show me how you get nasty. You make me feel so good. You should pack a bag, we should go to Miami. So what? Keep telling me you don't need nobody. Tell me you want me. You know why my heart's still beating. Don't leave me.
Yo, much love to all you guys for coming through. Shout out to DJ Bugsy. Make sure you guys follow him on Instagram at DJ Bugsy215. Make sure you follow him on YouTube at DJ Bugsy. He also has his own podcast. It's called I Do It For Hip Hop. I was also a guest on one of them episodes, so make sure you guys go back and check out his catalog. As far as everything moving forward with the Shady Show, I just want to let y'all know it's good vibes, man. So far, we 2 episodes into the second season. It's going good. It's going to be good. Shout out to Black De Niro. Shout out to DJ Bugsy. Shout out to the 2 artists of the day so far. Shout out to Lean Bean and Mars Parker. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube, Facebook, and Periscope. I'm going to be streaming live. We're going to get it together, and we're going to make sure we do what we need to do. Peace out, y'all.